Okay, good morning, guys. How are you doing today? Good morning, online. Good morning. Hope everyone are doing good. All right, so let's jump on. So what did we discuss in our last class? Volumes. Okay. So quick shootout. Ready? Of course, you are confident, no? Right? Okay. So volumes are classified into two types. What are those? E-based volumes and instant store volumes. Okay. Which one are persistent volumes? ABS. Which one is not persistent? In ISV. So can we say ISV volumes are instant store volumes are temporary volumes? Yes, those are temporary volumes. Okay. And what is the maximum size of EBS volume? 16 terabyte. And those are billable or not? Yes, but instant store volumes are billable or free? Free. And what is another name of instant store volume? Ephemeral storage. Ephemeral storage. Very good. And what are the different types of EBS volumes? Sing that song. Very good. You remember the song, huh? Nice. So which one is I don't know how online people are singing the song, but come. You're singing with me online? Very good. Yes, huh? Nice. Very good. Okay. And which one is the default volume type? GP2. What is the ratio that you get? 1:3 ratio. And which one is costlier? IO1 and IO2. And which one are IOPS configurable? GP2, GP3, and IO1. And root volume supports what volume types? GP2, GP3, I1, IO2, standard, except ST1 and SC1, it supports. And how about additional volumes? Additional volumes supports all types. Which volume can be attached to multiple EC2 instances at the same time? IO1, IO2. How many EC2 instances? 16. How many? 16. If you terminate the EC2 instance, by default, root volume will be deleted or not? Yes. Why? Because delete on termination is enabled. So if you terminate the EC2 instance, additional volume will be deleted automatically? No, because delete on termination is disabled. Okay. Is it possible for us to create instance store volumes? No. Who will do that? AWS will do that for us. How? When you select a bigger instance type. And which is the instance type we should be using in our codes? T2 micro. Very nice. Okay. How many status checks are there? 2 status checks. What are those? Instance status check and system status check. First one will check the hardware, second will check the software. And these 2/2 checks should be passed? Yes. So if you get 1/2 or 0/2, will you able to log into the EC2 instance? No. What do you do for that? Stop and start the EC2 instance, automatically work. And which one will give high performance, EBS volume or instance store volumes? Instance store volume, because EBS volumes are network attached drives. It will also give good performance compared to ISV, limited performance. And who is responsible for the data that you put it in instance store volumes? Us, that means customers. Good. Okay. All right. So today, let's talk about next important topic, which is called what's that? Snapshots. Snapshots. Chitty, what is generally snapshot called? What is snapshot? General. Photo. Selfie. Yes. What is snapshot? In usual words. Photo. Right? So that's we call a snapshot. Okay. So come. So generally snapshot, we call it as, taking a photo or taking the backup, we call it a snapshot. So, right, I used to tell, no, take the snapshot, right? Take the screenshot, snapshots, everything. It's like a backup, right? So here also, we need to talk about the backups, which is very, very important. So let me take one small real-time example here. So let's take, this is the EC2 instance. So this is the EC2 instance. So this EC2 instance, I have launched in 1A availability zone. Okay. And then it has a volume. What volume is that? Root volume. What is this volume? Root volume. And what is this volume? Additional volume. Very good. This is the C drive. And this one is the D drive. Assume this is Windows machine. So how much size that you get for C drive? For root volume? 30 GB. Okay. So, and D drive, assume I have put 50 GB. Okay. What does this root volume contain? OS. What does the additional volume contain? Data. This contain OS and it contain data. Okay. So now I have the EC2 instance like this. One machine, I have the EC2 instance like this, which has a root volume and then additional volume. So now I have a requirement that let's talk about D drive. Where do you keep the data? D drive only, no? Do you keep the data in C drive? In your laptops also, do you keep the data in C drive? Why? We don't keep it in C drive. Why? Because operating system is there. So if you put the data also, it will get overloaded. So C drive is especially for what? Operating system only. Do not put any data over there. Just in case something crash also, your C drive will be gone. Your data drive, D drive will be remains constant in your normal laptops. So where do we keep the data? In the D drive. So Nana, I have 50 GB data there. How much? 50 GB data. I want to take the backup of the volume. Listen, I want to take the backup of the volume. I'm not talking about backup of the data. If I take the whole volume, that includes data also or not? Let's take in your laptop, you have D drive. You have a D drive. Inside the D drive, there is a file called, which is your favorite movie? Jawan. Okay, let's take Jawan. So you have a folder called Jawan. In D drive, you have a folder called Jawan. So now you want to take the backup of Jawan. What do you do? Copy and you paste it in the same drive in some other folder. Yes or no? In D drive itself, you will create one more folder and you will take the backup. What happened if your entire D drive goes down? Entire data is gone or not? So you want to take the specific backup of the files or backup of the whole C drive, D drive. D drive. So here also, if I want to take the backup of the entire volume, that is called snapshot. That is called what? Snapshot. So what is a snapshot? Backup of the volume is called the snapshot. What is snapshot? Okay. So that snapshot can be for your root volume. That snapshot can be for your additional volume. Any volume. That's why I'm saying backup of the volume. Did I say root volume and additional volume? No. So backup the volume meaning any volume. It can be a root. It can be additional. So the backup of the volume is called what? Snapshot. Okay. So that is a general definition of snapshot. What is snapshot? Backup of the volume is called the snapshot. And now, let's say I take a photo. Okay, so you're taking my photo, right? So I put one style, right? Some style, kung fu style, I put it. Okay, and you take the photo. Now, photo is like a backup. Yes or no? So whatever the angle that I have put, whatever the pose that I have put, the kung fu style, the same style will come under the photo or not? If I change my style into Bharatanatyam mode, that will get updated in the photo? No. So the backup meaning point in time meaning at that particular period of time, whatever I'm there, whatever the pose I have given, that same thing will get captured. Yes or no? That's called point in time. At that particular period of time, whatever the pose is there, that will get captured. Later, if the pose changes, that will get updated? No. Again, need to take the photo. Yes or no? I'm very good in putting photos, poses, right? So every time we need to take the photos. So here, snapshot also, let's say in D drive, you have a data called ABC. At that particular period of time, at that particular point in time, what is the data we have? ABC. And if you take the backup, what is the backup called? Snapshot. And that snapshot contain what data? ABC data. And later what I did, I have added DEF. The snapshot will contain DEF? No. What you need to do? Take another snapshot. Yes or no? So that is called point in time copy of the volume. What is that? At that particular period of time, whatever is there, you are taking the copy or backup. What is the backup? Point in time copy of the volume is called snapshot. There are two definitions. Simply, backup of the volume is called snapshot, or point in time copy of the volume is also called as snapshot. Tell me that. What is second one? What is snapshot? Point in time copy of the volume. Okay, Nana? Okay, see. Yeah, it's like versions also. Yeah. So now you have the volume. Nana, see here. You have the volume. From volume, what do you create? Louder. Snapshot. From volume, what do you create? Snapshot. From snapshot, again, what do you create? Volume. You're getting it? From volume, what do you create? Snapshot. From snapshot, again, what do you create? So you have a volume. The source is volume. Don't see my rekas, huh? Okay. So I have a volume. Okay, I have a volume. So from this, I want to take the backup of this whole volume. What is the backup of the volume called? Snapshot. If this volume has ABC data, this snapshot also contain what? ABC data. Now I want to restore this. Nana, can I use the snapshot directly? No. Snapshot is just like a backup. Can you use the snapshot directly? Can you attach the snapshot to the EC2 instance like volume? No. Nana, can you attach snapshot to the volume to the EC2 instance? No, that is just a backup, right? And if you want to use the snapshot, what you need to do? You need to create a volume out of it again. Once you create a volume, and that volume can you attach to the EC2 instance? Yes. Can you use the snapshots directly? Can you attach the snapshot to the EC2 instance? Can you log into the snapshot? Snapshot is just a backup. Snapshot is just a backup. You're getting it? From volume, you create a snapshot. From snapshot, again, you will create a volume. And from volume, again, you create a snapshot. From snapshot, again, you create a volume. You getting it? Getting it now? Okay. So now, let's say, for example, I have the D drive. What is the size of the D drive? Volume is 50 GB. How much? I want to take the snapshot. I took the snapshot. What is the size of the snapshot? 50 GB only? Yes or no? Okay. So now it contains ABC data. What, Nana? Okay. Now, so it has ABC data and I took the snapshot. Then later I have modified to or added DF. Does this contain DF automatically? No, it doesn't contain DF. What you need to do? What you need to do? Again, you create a snapshot. Again, you take a snapshot. Snapshot. Again, it has 50 GB. And this data contain what? DF. Okay, I'll tell you this concept. Your original volume size is how much? Original volume size. Louder. 50 GB, no? And you are taking snapshots every time. Let's say you took the snapshot 5 times. What is the snapshot size? 250 GB, no? Your original volume size is only 50 GB. You are paying for 50 GB. But for the snapshot, you are paying 250 GB. Is good or bad? Bad, no. Because your original volume is only 50 GB. But you are paying more money for the snapshots, which is not good. So what AWS did was, Babu, whenever you are taking the snapshot, that is not a full backup. It is a incremental backup. What is that? Incremental. Incremental meaning what? Whatever the data that is added, only that will be considered in that snapshot. In the second snapshot that we took, what does it contain? It contains ABC plus DF, only DF. Only DF. You're getting it? So the snapshots are full backup, incremental backup. That is a certification question, right? Snapshots are incremental. Snapshots are incremental. Snapshots are incremental. Okay, see, you have done practicals on IAM. You've done, right? On the left side in the menu, you have users, no? Listen this, you have users, no? If you click on the users, your IAM users will be there. Is it visible on the console? It's visible on the console. Do you need to really worry? Tell me, do we need to worry that where are the users are getting stored in the backend? Do you need to worry? Tell me, Nana. No need to worry. But actually, where are the users are getting stored? In the backend. Databases only. Somewhere AWS is handling it. Do we need to worry about it? It is clearly visible on the console. Users are there. But AWS is telling, Babu, come here. Your IAM users are stored in database in the backend. We know that everything is stored in the database only. Similarly, here the snapshots, if you go to EC2 console, there will be a menu called snapshot and snapshots will be visible clearly. But AWS is telling, hey, customers, come here. I want to tell you one secret. So you went and give the ear to AWS and AWS is telling in your ears that snapshots are stored in S3. Snapshots are stored in, but do you need to worry about it? Who's S3? Our S3 or AWS S3? So we no need to worry about it because as it is a certification question, for that reason, I'm just giving this information, right? So snapshots are stored in S3. Snapshots are stored in. If I go to our S3, can we see the snapshot? To restore it, do we need to go to S3 and restore it? It is just an information for you. Whose S3 is this? Providers, AWS S3. Is it clear? Right? Snapshots are stored in S3. Is it clear on that point? Right? So you no need to bang your head, sir. Where S3? Which S3? Whose S3? Not required. That we cannot see, we cannot do anything there. Snapshot is telling he's storing in the S3. Whose S3? AWS S3, not our S3. So Aarti is asking, sir, could you please explain snapshots are incremental? What do you understand the concept of incremental? Incremental, okay. You join the company and every year you get increments. Yes or no? Incremental meaning full double the package. What? Just a small 10 rupees, 20 rupees, right? So 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 you'll get. That is called increment. Yes or no? It is not the full complete. It is just little bit of increment. So here also, so snapshots are incremental. That meaning If you have a volume of 50 GB, you take a snapshot. First snapshot will take 50 GB. And whenever you update any data in the volume, that only modified data will be taken as a snapshot. So that you no need to pay more money on the snapshot because the snapshots are incremental. It's not a full backup. Okay. Yes, Ravi Kumar, but let's not talk about that here. Nana, is this clear? So let me write all those things that what we have learned. Snapshots. Snapshot is a point in time copy of the volume. What is snapshot? Tell me this correctly. Point in time copy of the volume, or in other words, backup of the volume is called snapshot. Very nice. These EBS snapshots are created from EBS. Snapshots are created from what is this? What is this? This snapshot is created from, and that's what I'm asking. Well, read it. EBS snapshots are created. These snapshots are created from, these are both are EBS only, no? So we call it as EBS volumes, EBS snapshot. These EBS snapshots are created from EBS. That meaning, let's say you have EBS volumes, and from here you create EBS snapshots, and from snapshot again you create a EBS volumes. Very good. Can you attach snapshot directly to the EC2 instance? No. What you need to do for that? Create a volume. Is that clear, guys? Here, can you attach snapshot directly to the EC2 instance? No. From snapshot, what do you create first? Volume you create. That volume you attach to the EC2. Can you attach directly snapshot? No. You cannot attach snapshots directly to the EC2 instance. You have to create a volume out of it first and then attach to the EC2 instance. Is it possible to log in or use the snapshot directly? Answer is no. Snapshots are stored in snapshots are stored in S3. Who's S3? AWS S3. Snapshots are visible from the EC2 console? From console? Yes, snapshots are visible from the EC2 console. It's just a backup. Volumes has availability zones. Yes, volume has availability zones. And you are taking the backup of it. Does the snapshot has any availability zones? Answer is no. It's just a backup, no. So does the snapshot has any availability zones? No. So from the snapshot, again, what do you create? Volume. And while creating a volume, you select the availability zone. You got that point. Your source availability is, your source volume is in, let's say 1A availability zone. And you take the snapshot. The snapshot will be in 1A. It's just a backup. And you create a volume again. And that volume can be in 1A or also 1B also, whichever availability zones we can create. Okay. So snapshots doesn't have any availability zones. Tell me this, think and answer. Snapshots are regional or global? Excellent. You're becoming architects. Nice. So, okay. So some people are saying global and most of the people are saying regional. Okay. EC2 is regional or global? What is the service that we are learning? EC2 only, no? If EC2 is regional, whatever is there inside the EC2, everything are regional only, not global. So until we finish EC2, all the concepts are regional. So snapshots are regional. Okay. Can you tell me, you created a snapshot. That snapshot by default is public or private? Hmm? By default, remember. So by default, okay. So by default, whatever you create in AWS, not only in EC2, whatever you create in AWS, by default, it is private only. Nana, you created your own snapshot, right? So you created your own small snapshot. That snapshot should be available for everyone. Nah? It should be for you only, no? So that means it is private or public? That's meaning, so snapshots are by default private. If required, can you make it public? Yes. So by default, snapshots are private. If required, we can make it public. Is it clear till here, everyone? Online? Any questions still here? Okay. Nice. Good. Okay, see here. Done, na? Writing? Okay, see here. Now, which region that we should be using it? Mumbai region. Which region? Mumbai region. So now what I did, I created a snapshot in Mumbai. So the snapshot will be in only in Mumbai or it in all regions? Only in Mumbai, because EC2 is regional, snapshots are regional. So now let's say I'm there and don't tell me your name. Teja, right? Yeah, right. Madhu, Asif, Latif, huh? Atik. Okay. So Himanshu is also there. Okay, fine. So Azam is also there. Okay, don't worry, I'll take your names. Okay, so let's say, for example, I have Teja. So, okay, let's take, I'm the manager. We have Asif, Teja, we have it. So I have given some work. And I have asked Asif to do it in Mumbai region. I have asked Teja to do it in Ireland region. Okay. So Asif has completed his work in the volume, and then he took a snapshot, kept it ready. Okay. And the snapshot is in which region? Mumbai region. Because Asif has created a snapshot in Mumbai region. So now Teja didn't know how to complete that work. And then she asked Asif, can you give me your snapshot? Can you give me a snapshot? Is it possible to, the good thing here is, yes, it is possible to copy the snapshot from one region to another region. So what he can do, he just copy the snapshot to Ireland region, and that snapshot is visible in the Teja's Ireland region. And from that snapshot, can she create a volume? Yes. And she launched an EC2 instance, and from there she create a volume attached to the EC2 instance. She will show it to me, sir, completed my work. Yes or no? So here the question is, can you copy the volume from one region to other region? Yes. And also, this is in the same account. If I have different account, if I have completely Madhu has different AWS account. Can we share my snapshot to another AWS account? Yes, possible. And the snapshot can be copied from one region to other region also. And snapshot can be shared from one account to another account also. These two are certification questions. Clear? I'll write it. So you can copy the snapshot from one region to another region in the same account. 14. And snapshots can be shared from one account to another account. Account means not your SBI account, AWS account. Okay. Anna, can you move the volumes directly to other region? What you need to create first? What you need to create first? Volumes are there. Can you move direct to other region? Volumes cannot be moved direct to other regions. If you want to move the volumes to other region, what you need to create? Snapshot. That snapshot can be moved to the another region. So remember, volumes are just for EC2 instance. It cannot be shared. It cannot be copied. If you want to do what you need to do, create a snapshot. From that snapshot can be moved to other region also. That snapshot can be shared to another account also. So EBS volumes cannot be moved directly to any other regions or accounts. What you need to use? Use snapshots. Is this clear till here, everyone? Any questions? Sir, since snapshot are stored in S3, can't we say the snapshot global? That's what I said. See, I told there should not be any question on that S3 topic. Okay, Jaya Harshavardhan, right? So, sir, snapshots are stored in S3, no? S3 is global, no? Why snapshots are global? Not required. All these things are not required. AWS is storing, let's say, for example, I have given you a cricket bat. I have given you a bat. And I ask you to store it. So, where do you store? Somewhere in your home or in your store, somewhere. Do I really mind where you are storing? Whenever I want, you will give it to me. Right? Similarly, here also, snapshots are stored in S3. Who's S3? AWS S3. We should not worry about it. We should not think about it. It is AWS S3. If it is in our S3, then I need to talk about how to restore, how to log in, how to access everything. I need to show. Here, there is nothing we will do it. It's just information that I'm giving. Snapshots are stored in S3. I don't think so. This information will be there in some other documents or not. But as AWS point of view, snapshots are getting stored in S3. So for each and everything should be stored somewhere, no? Something are stored in databases, something they're storing in S3, something. Who's S3? AWS S3, not ours. Okay, Jaya, Harsha. Okay, no. No, Priyanka, no. Question for you here is EBS volumes are created from? EBS volumes are created from EBS snapshots. Okay. Volumes are classified into two types. What are those? EBS volumes and EBS volume and instance store volume. EBS volumes are created from EBS snapshots. We should also know, no? Instance store volumes are created from, we should also know, right? So, but these instance store volumes are created by whom? AWS. Do we create it? So, EBS volumes are created by us. So, EBS volumes are created from snapshots and instance store volumes are created from a template stored in S3. A template stored in S3. Who will do this? AWS will do it, not we. Because I told you already, instance store volumes can we create by our own? No, AWS will create. How AWS is creating? he has some template in S3. Using that, he's creating instance store volume. So for certification question, I'm saying this. Instance store volumes are created from a template stored in S3. Now, to create a snapshot, do we need to stop the EC2 instance? To create a snapshot, do we need to stop the EC2 instance? Answer is no. Not required. Anytime you can take it. To create a snapshot, we no need to stop the EC2 instance. Okay, clear? So I'm little bit worried here offline. When you're writing, you're listening and writing, correct? So don't focus only on writing. If you're only focusing on writing, your logics will be missed. If you're able to manage both of them, I will allow you write. Otherwise, take again snapshot, take a screenshot, and then you can go home and then write by yourself. Okay, please be careful. If you think that no sir, I'm getting disturbed, please stop writing. It's up to you how to manage. Okay, Nana, next one here is we have something called snapshot tires. What is it? Snapshot tires. I'll write it here. EBS snapshot tires. EBS snapshot tires. So basically, we have two types. What is it? How many are there? Two types of tires are there. One is, we call it as standard tire, and another one we call it as archive tire. Say that. What are the two tires we have? Standard tire and then archive tire. So by default, whenever you create a snapshot, by default, it will be in which tire? Standard tire. Let's take, for example, you have so many snapshots in your console. Nana, in your real time, every snapshot will be used? No, right? So there might be some old snapshots, there might be some new snapshots. So right, you will in real time, there are so many snapshots will be available. It's not necessary that every snapshot will be used. We will just keep it just like that. Okay. So now by default, in which tire we have the snapshots? Standard tire. So if you are not using the snapshot regularly, can we archive it? Can we archive it? Yes, we can archive. Archive meaning you are just keeping aside and then you don't need to pay more money there. You will get almost 70 plus discount. You will get it. Mostly 75% discount you will get. Let's say you have 1 terabyte of snapshot and you're not using that. Will you keep it in standard tire or archive tire? If you are keeping it in standard tire, maybe you are paying, let's say 500 rupees, right? Why it is dancing, right? So 500 rupees. But if you go for the archive tire, you'll pay just only 200 or 150 rupees, right? So two tires are there. It's not mandatory to use it, but if you are worried about cost optimization, then use this concept. Okay, write down. So move the snapshots. Move the snapshots to an archive tire that is 75% cheaper. And okay, no, 1 second. See, now the snapshot is in archive tire. If you want to use that snapshot, can you use it when it is in archive tire? You need to bring it back to standard tire. That meaning restoring, no? So you need to restore it back from archive to normal standard tire. In order to restore it, will take 24 to 72 hours. How many? 24 to 72 hours it will take to come to the standard. And this feature is not free. It is billable. We no need to do it, but it's just matter of click. Move it to the archive mode. That's it. Okay. Takes 24 to 72 hours for restoring the archive. It is, this feature is billable. Okay. Have you heard about recycle bin? Where? Eh? Where? In your laptop, no? In your laptop, you have your recycle bin. So what is there in recycle bin? Deleted files. First, why you are deleting it? Unnecessary files. Correct? Those are unnecessary. So if you think that anything is unnecessary, it is not required, you would delete it. Right? And all those deleted items will be storing in the recycle bin. Why it is storing in the recycle bin? Just in case if you feel that you want to restore it back, can you restore it again? Here also, just in case Pusuk someone deleted the snapshots. Where does it go and sit? Recycle bin. Recycle bin. Listen this carefully and answer the question. Let's say I have 1,000 snapshots. Someone Pusuk deleted all 1,000 snapshots. All 1,000 will be stored in the recycle bin? Yes. So if you want all the snapshot to be stored inside the recycle bin, you can store it. But is it good that, okay, let's say in your team, in your real time, in your team, there are so many teams are there. DevOps team, AWS team, support team, security team, so many teams are there. And only one account they are accessing it. So everyone will create their own snapshots. Someone create for chumma purpose, that meaning for simple purpose, for demo purpose, for test purpose, and they'll delete it. All these unnecessary snapshot, whatever they are deleting chumma, that should also go in recycle bin. Everything will go to recycle bin. But what I want here is, I don't want all to come in recycle bin. I don't want all snapshots to come to recycle bin. Only selected snapshots I want to get in recycle bin. If they, let's say out of 500, only these 200, if someone deleted the snapshot, that should go in recycle bin, not all 500. So how do I identify the snapshot? Using how do you identify? Which one? Tags. Fantastic. How do you identify any resource? Tags. So Nana, these snapshots, this 200 snapshot, can I tag it? Tag something. So in recycle bin, I'll create one small rule. In recycle bin, I'll create small. Babu, anyone deleting the snapshot which has the tag this and this, only bring it here. Otherwise, don't bring it to recycle bin. So you can get all the resource to recycle bin also. Only selected snapshots also can be come to the recycle bin. Only selected snapshot meaning using what you need to find out? Using tags. So you need to, in recycle bin, you need to create a rule saying that, hey, if any snapshot has this tag, those only come to the recycle bin, otherwise no need. Or else you can create one more policy saying all resources I want to come to here. Two things are possible. Understand what is a recycle bin? So recycle bin. So set up rules to retain deleted snapshots. So you can recover. Can you recover from it again? So retention period also you can set it in 1 day to 1 year. There was a question went up and who is Ibrahim? How many days that your snapshots will be there in recycle bin? While creating a rule, you can set it up. So minimum 1 day maximum. How many days you can keep? 1 year. In your recycle bin also, you can create the rules, right? Every day you're deleting the data, and recycle bin also get full or not. So what you can do, you can set a retention period. Retention period meaning how long you keep the data in recycle bin. How long? Maybe your wish, 1 month or 2 months or 3 months or 1 day, 4 days, 7 days, up to you. If you mention it, at that day, it will go and delete everything. That is called retention period. Now, is this clear? Recycle bin. Everyone clear? Okay, now done. Okay. So the next year is we call FSR. What is that? Fast snapshot restore. What is that? Fast snapshot restore. FSR. Fast snapshot restore. FSR. Okay, the name clearly says fast. Let's say, for example, you have a snapshot with a 1 terabyte size. And if you want to create a volume out of it, it will take time or not? Because it's 1 terabyte size. No, it will take time. But if you want to restore it, if you want to create the snapshot, or if you want to create a volume fastly, and if you want to use it immediately, then you need to enable the concept called FSR. If you enable FSR for the snapshot or if for the volumes, you can fastly restore it. But it is not free, it is billable. You don't need to do anything here. There is an option called enable disable concept. By default, it is disabled. If you enable it, it will be faster and bill will also come faster. Okay. So Prashant is asking, sir, how much storage space for recycle bin? There is no limitation there, right? So how much ever you want, you can do it. Okay. So what is the, okay, I'll ask one intelligent question. Huh? What is the maximum size of the snapshot? I want number. Any intelligent? Huh? Exactly. How much? What is the maximum volume size? If you take the maximum volume size, snapshot is also maximum. How much? 16 TB, no? So hence proved you are genius. Right? Good. So what is the maximum snapshot size? 16. Like this, can you have n number of snapshots? And if you delete all the snapshots, where does it go inside? Recycle bin. So do you need to worry about the storage of the recycle bin? It is not like our laptops, right? It is AWS is handling. So it has a lot of space. Okay, Nana. So next one, write down here. Fast snapshot restore. FSR. Forceful initialization of snapshot to have no latency on the first use. Immediately it will be available for you. Done, done. Done. समझ में आया? क्या है मेरे में ऐसे घूर रहे हैं? I'm just kidding. Huh? Done. Okay, got it. Nana, if you get any question, please don't hide it in yourself. Okay, please ask. I'm there. I'm there here. I'm here for you to answer all your questions. Okay, utilize me. Okay, right? So utilize it. Ask any question. Don't keep it in your mind, right? Don't keep it in your heart. Any simple question also, just ask. No issues. It will take 1 minute to answer for me. Okay, 1 minute will take. Okay, so next see here is, have you heard about encryption? What is it? Encryption is all about what? Security, no? Encryption is nothing but security. So here, by default, your volumes and snapshots are not encrypted. Or by default, it is not encrypted. So first I'll write it here. By default, volumes, snapshots are not encrypted. There is a question here. Are the snapshot take the backup of configurations like install software also? Where are all your, Srini, you tell me, where are all your configuration softwares will be available, in C drive or D drive? C drive, no. So if you are taking the volume, if you are taking the backup of the C drive, the same information will be in the snapshot also or not? So it is taking all your installed software as a backup or not? Yes, answer is yes for that. Okay, so by default, volumes and snapshots are not encrypted. Volumes and snapshots are not encrypted. Okay, tell me this. If the source is not encrypted, if something is not encrypted, and whenever you create out of it, this is encrypted or not encrypted? If the source is not encrypted, destination is encrypted or not encrypted? Not encrypted. If the source is encrypted, the destination is also encrypted or not? Encrypted. Yes or no? So now the source is not encrypted. My destination should be encrypted now. How do we do it? Using an option called copy option. What option? There is an option in console called copy. While click on copy, there is an option to enable the encryption. And also, all this encryption, we call it as keys, encryption keys. What we call? If you want to encrypt any volume, so you need to have a keys. What keys are those? Encryption keys. Nana, these encryption keys are stored in a service called KMS. What's that? Key management service. What is that? One more time. In KMS, what do we store? Encryption keys. Don't say keys. What are the keys? Encryption keys. So encryption keys are stored in which service? KMS. Encryption keys are stored in which service? KMS. Access keys and secret keys are stored in which service? IAM. Which service? IAM. Right? So there are two things here, keys. You should not get confused. One is encryption keys. Another one is our access keys and secret keys. Where did you create access keys and secret keys? IAM service. And where are you creating encryption keys? KMS. So keys are two different things. So encryption keys are used for security purpose. In which service? KMS. So every service will have a default encryption key. Every service will have a default encryption. So we are talking about EBS volumes, no? So KMS is providing one default key for EBS volume. You know what is the key name? AWS/EBS. What is that? AWS/EBS. For S3 also, KMS is providing a default key. AWS/S3. For RDS also it is providing AWS/RDS. For EFS also it is providing AWS/EFS. For every service, there will be a default key. But if you want your own key, can you create your own key also? Yes. Where? KMS. Right? By default, the volumes are encrypted. No. If you want, can you encrypt it? Encrypt it. Using which service? KMS. Do we have a default key? Yes. So which is the EBS default key? AWS/EBS. And good thing here is, we no need to worry about encryption, decryption. It is handled by AWS. You just need to select, Babu, encryption kavala. You want or you don't want. Enable it. That's it. If you enable it, it will get encrypted. Decryption will be handled by AWS. We don't need to worry. So the goal of AWS is to make us lazy. So let's say if anything is not encrypted, the source is not encrypted, destination is also not encrypted. Okay. And source is encrypted. Destination is encrypted. And the source is not encrypted. And you want encrypted. How do you do it? Using what option? What option? Copy option. What option? Copy option. All encryption keys are stored in which service? All encryption keys are stored in KMS. In short, so what is the full form? Key Management Service. I'm writing it for you. Access and secret keys are for access purpose. Yes or no? It is for access purpose. Where do we create? In IAM. But encryption keys are for encryption purpose or security purpose. Decryption is handled by AWS. Clear? There was a question went up. Let me. KMS, kilometers, not kilometers. Sir, if we take backup of root, then OS will also be copied? Obviously. Very good question. Yes. Oh, is that Rupali? Correct. Sir, our in laptop even delete the files, drive volume. In our laptop even delete the files. Drive volume can't reduce after delete files in recycle bin. It is can reduce drive volume. Why? Our in laptop, even we delete the files, drive volume can't reduce after delete files in the recycle bin. It can reduce drive volume. Why? Trying to analyze. Okay, if I understood your question properly, it took some time to get interpreted. So Ashok, so his question is, if I understood correctly, sometimes in your laptop, your C drive or C drive is full and you deleted so many files, but still your size will remain same. It will not reduce. Why? If that is the question. For that, you need to do defragmentation. Have you heard about it? So in your volume in your hard disk, there are blocks. So that blocks is unnecessarily got used without of no data. It's got allocated. So what you need to do is in Windows in your laptop, there is something called defragmentation. Using the defragmentation, you can clear all the blocks and unnecessary space will get released. And then your size will decrease a lot. And also there are so many tools available to find out where exactly the defragmentations are and how much, in volume, which files are taking huge size. Is it possible for us to know that? It's very hard, no? If you have so many folders, is it possible for you to find out which file is taking huge data? I mean, huge size? No. There are few tools that are available. If you install the tools, it will give a nice view that these many files are there. This is the file taking this much of size. So you go and delete that unnecessary files. So this is not related to AWS. This is related to your Windows administration. Okay, Ashok. There's one more question. So just like we can add delete access keys from IAM, can we also do the same encryption from? Yeah, of course, yes, you can do it. You can do it, Vishaka. So guys, so encryption keys, default encryption keys. Tell me, we have EBS, AWS/EBS, AWS/RDS, AWS/S3, etc. Like this, you have the default keys. Okay. I'm giving you one real-time scenario for you. Assume I have 500 volumes. How many volumes? 500 volumes are there. Now you are handling these 500 volumes. Now I said, hey, take the backup of this all 500 volumes every day. You understand the question? So you are handling the account, right? And then how many volumes are there? 500 volumes are there. And I told you to take the backup of all these 500 volumes. How will you take? Huh? Yes, what your answer is correct. Using lambda. So lambda function. Lambda function is for automation purpose. No. Is it possible for you to take the snapshots one by one, 500 volumes? No. It will take a lot of time. No. It will take a lot of time. It's not possible for you. Select the volume, right click, take snapshot. Right click, take snapshot. 500 times you need to do it. So instead of that, you need to automate it. So automation meaning what is the first thing that you get in your mind? Lambda. So you need to write a Python code and then take the backup of the volume. That is how I used to do it few years back. But later AWS came up, saw about Riaz is taking a lot of efforts. So for that reason, he implemented one small feature in EC2, which is called Data Lifecycle Manager. What is that? Data Lifecycle Manager. Data Lifecycle Manager. This Data Lifecycle Manager, you no need to write any code. You just need to create a policy or create a rule inside Data Lifecycle Manager. Babu, which are the volumes that you want to take the snapshot? How do you identify? Using tags. Exactly. Using what? Tags. So Nana, you need to manage the tags for all the volumes. Yes or no? Few volumes are DevOps volume, few volumes are security volumes, few volumes are AWS related, few volumes are support volumes. So which volumes that you want to take the snapshot? How do you identify? Using tags. So each volume you need to maintain the tags. So in Data Lifecycle Manager, what you need to do is you create a rule saying that, Babu, whichever this volume has this tag, take the snapshot at this particular time. We can create that rule. If you create that rule saying that these volumes, volumes which is having the tags called something, you submit it, and then exactly at that period of time, automatically the snapshot will be taken. So you no need to write any code, nothing. So these just need to create a rule, or we call it as policy. Policy meaning don't confuse with IAM policy. That is done. Nowhere you will get IAM policy, only in IAM itself. So here you need to create data lifecycle policy saying that, Babu, whichever the volumes has this tag, take the snapshot. Just you need to configure it and then submit, create a route and schedule it. Every day at this particular period of time, automatic snapshot will be taken. Understand? So this is used for automatically taking the snapshot. Which concept is that? Data Lifecycle Manager. Say that. Data Lifecycle Manager. It is used to take the snapshots automatically, or you can schedule it. So will you call it a scheduler, scheduler? Huh? Schedule or schedule? Schedule only, no? Same school. Because some people I heard saying schedule. And also in my school, I call situation. You also call same thing? Or you will call it as situation? I heard situation. Situation they'll call it. Depend upon if there are Kerala teachers, then they are very good in pronunciations, right? I used to have my Kerala mentor when I was in Infosys when I was fresher. So it's little bit slang is different. I love that slang. They call it data. For data, they call it data, right? And it was really fun with her. Okay, volumes that should get snapshot will be identified by tags. And let's say you created a policy that every day 9 o'clock it is taking the snapshot. So every day it is taking the snapshot. Do you need the snapshots every day? Storing? No, you can set a retention period. What is that? Retention. Retention period. So you can mention retention period as 7, for example. So only 7 days snapshots will be kept. Rest everything will be deleted automatically. It's just a backup, automation backup. If you want to create the snapshot automatically, then what is the concept? Lifecycle manager. Now, is this clear till here? Any questions? Data lifecycle manager is a service or a tool in AWS. What is the navigation for it? You're asking me, Sunil. Okay, so data lifecycle manager is a service or a tool. Whatever we are talking in, which service is this? Service, EC2. And these are all the features under the EC2. It's not a separate service. These are come under the EC2 itself. Okay. Is it clear? Clear? Sorry. Is it clear? Any questions? Online, is it clear, Nana? You know one thing, only we are going this much deep. Otherwise, you know how this will be skipped? Other people or anywhere you go, that demo, this demo, whichever it is, any tube, any trainer, they'll just say this, snapshots. Today's topic is snapshots. What is a snapshot? Backup of the volume is called a snapshot. Understood? Next topic. We took the whole entire class for the snapshots itself. See how much deeper we are going. You need to understand that, right? So why I'm saying this is, Riyasa students will have more knowledge than others. This is pakka. Not now. After completing the course, you can compete with any experienced people, right? Even the experienced people will not have this kind of knowledge because they will not have time to go this much deep, no? In experienced people, all they do is they want to take the backup. They will go to Google and say how to take the volume backup. Snapshot. Oh, right click snapshot. That's it, they know. But here we are going with the logics. We are going with the interview questions related. We are going with the certification. We are going with the lab, practical, everything, right? So you are learning a lot meaning a lot in easiest way. Remember KISS, keep it simple, right? Very good. Very good. Thank you for the feedback. Okay, so let me give you one small real-time example. Okay. Thank you, Ma Divya. Yes, sir. I study from internet, but this much detailed explanation I didn't get anywhere. Very good. Thank you, Priyanka. Hope you guys are learning a lot. Okay, see here. Now I'll give one real-time scenario. You answer me. You give the solution to me. Okay. So this is good. Good. Thank you, guys. Nana, I have two EC2 instances. Okay. So this is one EC2 instance. and this is another EC2 instance. Now, can I have this EC2 instance in one availability zone? This one is in 1. That is in 1A. This is in. So now I have the volumes here. What volume is this? What volume is this? This one is also root. This one also additional. Okay. So what does, and this is root. This is additional. This is additional. Okay. And this volume should be in which availability zone? This also should be in. This should be in. This should be in. Very good. Okay. Now, give me some name of this instance. Give me some name. That means, okay, give me your favorite movie name. Give me your name, huh? Bahubali. Okay. Bahubali instance. The other guy? Huh? Huh? 1. Number 1. Oh, Krishna. Oh, why is 1? Oh, 1 is very 1 instance now. Okay. 3 idiots. Okay. So Pushpa. We'll go with Pushpa. Pushpa. Party the Pushpa. After course, give me. Okay. So Pushpa instance. We have 2 instances. One is Bahubali instance. Another one is Pushpa instance. So assume now I have Bahubali movie here, and here I have Pushpa movie here. Okay. Bahubali instance has Bahubali movie. Pushpa instance has Pushpa movie. My question here is simple. In Bahubali instance, I need Pushpa movie. In Pushpa instance, I need Bahubali movie. How do we do it? So you tell me, can I detach this and attach it here and detach it as it is here? Think and answer. Yes or no? Answer is no, because this is in which availability zone? This is in which availability zone? 1A volume can be attached to 1B instance. 1B volume can be attached to 1A instance. What you need to create here? Snapshots you need to create. Excellent. What you need to create? Snapshots. Very good. So first you create a snapshot. Okay. The snapshot contain what movie? Bahubali movie. From the snapshot, what do you create? Again, you create a volume. Okay. And this volume contain what movie? You tell me, while creating this volume, in which availability zone I need to create? Excellent, excellent, excellent. 1B. Similarly, this here also I create a snapshot first. What does the snapshot contain? Pushpa. And here also I'll create a volume. What does the volume contain? Pushpa. And this should be in which availability zone? 1A. Fantastic. And now 1A volume is ready. So what I do is now this volume I attach it here, and this volume I attach it here. Understood? This is how we do. So this one I named my own name called cross task. What is the name? Cross task. That meaning what? So you will get this. How to move one volume from one availability zone to another availability zone. So I have a volume called Bahu volume, additional volume, but I want to move this to 1B in another availability zone. How? Using what? Snapshots. So question is like this: how to move the volume from one AZ to another AC? This is the concept. Clear? These are bloody real time. Okay. Let us stop it here. Is it clear, Nana? Any questions? Otherwise, take the screenshots. Okay. And the second one. Okay. Nice. Sir, the interchaining E-based volume concept is called cross-task. Yes. Cross-task is not a technical word. I am putting the name as cross-task. Okay. Because this cross-task you will be doing as a part of practical. Okay. Okay, Nana. So can you give the final CC for today, please? Online, CC with smile. Very nice. Okay, hold on. There is one question. Sir, I have written AWS Cloud Practitioner yesterday and I have passed the exam. Many thanks to you. Very good. Congratulations, Harsha. So guys, that is a good thing. I already said to you, whatever the things that we have learned till now, I said you can already clear 20 questions out of 60. And the proof is here also. Harsha has created this Cloud Practitioner 11-1 exam. So you understand, right? How deeper things. So this helped you or not, Harsha? Right? So, and ephemeral store was spot on printed questions, sir. See. So no one will say this ephemeral storage, another name. Can anyone say another name of ISV? So ephemeral storage, I told you, no, that's a certification question. And you see that ephemeral storage is a certification question. So very good, congratulations. And I want everyone also to clear your certifications like this. And I'll also congratulate everyone here once you clear it. Okay. So time is there, opportunity will be there. So you can clear it. Good, Nana. Good, Harsha. So that is all, guys, for today. And I'll see you tomorrow with the next topic of EC2. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.